Here we go. He pushes it over to Scarborough. Scarborough gets it back to Carvallis. He circles away from pressure, drives it up the wall to Ebbett. Ebbett drives it into the Stars zone. Their goalie comes out and plays that. Stars with it on the exit. That's tipped off the stick briefly by Ebbett, but they continue on into the Kings zone. He cuts that off with some body check. Carvallis works through the corner, gets it up to Ebbett. He chips it out to Ida. And Ida over stick handle came off his stick, and the Stars were able to drive it back into the Kings zone. Carvallis picks it up. He's going to give it one more try to get out here. Crosses the red line with some speed, gets it over to Ida. Ida picks it up, pulls up on the half wall, gets met with some pressure, but comes back to Carvallis. Carvallis turns around, sends it just wide of the net. And Baker comes off the bench. He drives it up the wall. Nobody there. Stars take over. They chip it out. And a 2-on-1 develops here early on. Carvallis down. And Lamberti comes up with a big save. Panamino comes in with some pressure. Battle for the puck there behind the net. Carvallis comes away with it. Gets it up to Pack. Pack transitions it up. That's cut off by the Stars and right back in. The centering attempt gets through but doesn't connect. They move it back to the D. Shot. Deflects wide of Lamberti. Another shot. Pack blocks that down, but held in by the Stars. Sent into the corner. And here you go, another guy, back door. At the short side, and they move it quickly out. That's a complete breakdown by the Kings. They just gave the Stars all kinds of ice. Open in the slot. Outnumbered. Wide open net. Stars won. Kings nothing. That's not a good start to the game. Rafalski's line out. He chops at it. Modry drives it up the wall to Coffin. Coffin drives it into the Stars zone. Dean has it in the left-hand corner. Stars drive it up the wall. Goes back to Dean. Centering attempt. Nobody there but the Stars. They're able to skate it out. Bocharov holds it in on the back end. Drives it back down the wall. Comes off the wall there. Coffin battling for possession. Stars able to chip it out into the neutral zone. Modry gets it. He drives it back to Bocharov. Back up the near side wall here. Rafalski skates into it. Drives it into the corner. The Stars goalie comes out and cuts that off behind the net. Coffin with some pressure behind the net. Stars chip it up and out. Modry grabs it at the red line. Pulls it back into the Kings zone. Stretch pass near side here. Hits Dean. Dean gets a wheel spin and spins. Pulls up on the half wall. Drives it into the corner. Ebbett comes off the bench with some speed. He circles out of the corner. Centering attempt. Gets back to Dolan. Dolan's drive. Wide of the net. Stars transition up out the near side here. Through the neutral zone. Two guys. They drive it into the Kings zone. Dolan back to pick it up in the far side corner. Ebbett kicks it back into the far side corner. Bocharov picks it up. He gets it up to Scarborough. Gets hit from behind on the side. Puck works its way over the far side wall. Stays there right on the wall. They transition it down into the corner. Stars working up the near side wall here. Chipped up and out. Ebbett tries to chip it through the legs to Ida. Puck works its way over to Dolan. Dolan gets it over to Scarborough. He's met with some pressure on the entry right at the blue line. And it looks like 6 players for the Stars on the ice, and you're only allowed 5. So one guy is going to the box. Oh, it's a cross-check actually. Thought it was too many men for some reason. Cross-checking being called on the Stars. Kings going to get the first power play opportunity here. Ida steps in for the face-off. He pushes it into the corner. Stars wrap around near side wall. Push back into the corner. Baker met with some pressure in the corner. Bocharov comes down, picks up the loose puck, gets it back to Carvallis. Carvallis sidesteps that, drops it right back to Bocharov. Centering attempt, picked up by the Stars and cleared out. And that's going to be icing. You guys, I know this sucks, but when you lean forward, your head's ready. I can't get that corner.
Yeah, okay.
How many times have I told I just can't seem to follow directions?
What?
I said you've told me like 10 times I can't seem to follow the directions.
It's the excitement. Ida shoves it through. Puck works up the wall here. Push back into the corner. Baker picks it up there. Gets things set up. Centering attempt to Ida. Hopped over his stick, but picked up by Bocharov. And Bocharov picks up the puck on the left-hand side of the net with the wide open goal mouth and pushed it right in for the tying goal, power play goal from Ida and Baker. .12:05 mark of the first period. Kings capitalize on that power play opportunity. Rowan pulls it out, gets it back to Panamino. Panamino gains the red line, drives it into the zone. Baker's going to pick it up on the wall there. This obstruction's right in the way. Puck trickles loose to a Stars stick. They chip it in. They get numbers. 2-on-1 develops. Bocharov comes through and unable to pull the trigger, but it comes back to their D. Shot deflected wide. I don't know if it made it on Lamberti or not, but anyways, it's in the corner. Dangerous though. Another shot, and Lamberti, I think, deflected it with the blocker over the net. Pack with some pressure on the wall. Rowan comes in, chips it out, gives it over to the Stars rushing defenseman. Comes in, centering attempt, broken up by Panamino. Met with some pressure behind the net. Panamino with the puck, he gets the wheel spinning, backhands it over to Pack. Pack gets the red line, gains the zone, gets it over to Baker. Baker traps it for Rowan. And Rowan wasn't able to pull the trigger. Puck comes back to Bocharov. Bocharov chips it over to Modry. Modry chips it into the corner behind the Stars net. Kings going for a change, getting some fresh troops out. Stretch pass. Bocharov broke that up. Chips it into the zone, but the Stars are able to push it right back out into the neutral zone. Coffin drives it right back in. So we're playing back and forth along the blue line there. Modry chips it up through the red line. Rafalski gives it right to the Stars at the blue line. He comes back and recovers, drives it out into the neutral zone. Stars pick it up there. Comes right back to Rafalski. He drives it right back into the zone. So we're going back and forth through the neutral zone right now. Puck works its way into the Kings zone. Stars player down there, 3 Kings. Bocharov drives it up, but held in by the Stars. They chip it into the corner. Rafalski breaks that up. Centering attempt, top of the circle. They found on their back pass, but it makes its way to the defender. He gets a shot off. Another shot wide of the net. Stars with some pressure in the Kings zone. Bocharov gloves it down to his stick. He gets the wheel spinning. Chips it up off the wall to himself. He's going to skate into it, but 2 Stars there to disrupt that.
Oh, I don't think that was a trip. I thought it caught an edge.
The Stars player lost an edge and blew a tire, went into the goal, knocked that off. That's the reason for the stoppage of play. 9:39 left in the first period. Tie hockey game. Face-off happening. Move this camera just a little bit. Puck gets punched into the corner. Stars come away with it. Evan in on the forecheck. This obstruction keeps blurring out the autofocus. Chipped off the wall. Scarborough picks it up. Stars hold it in the zone. Comes back to Tui. He gets it up to Ida. Ida chips it up to Scarborough. Scarborough down the right wing. Pushes it into the corner. Stars able to wrap it around. Held in by Carvallis. Shot and tip. Wow. See, I got to move this camera again. Stars with it on the entry. Broken up by Tui with the body check. Nicely. Stars with it in the corner. They walk off the wall. Shot Big rebound, initial save, then a rebound left there, picked up, held in by the Stars, shipped into the corner, makes its way into the far corner. Again held in by the Stars. Ebbett gets it, he chips it out, but that's held in as well. Carvallis, Kings having a hard time getting it out of their zone. Carvallis fans on the clearing attempt, gets it to Scarborough. He's able, or Ida, he's able to finish it up. Stars back through the neutral zone. Top circle, into the corner. They drive it up the wall, off the stanchion, but held in still by the Stars. Chipped into the near side corner. Makes its way over to the far side. Stars cycle back down the wall, broken up by Rowan. He chips it up and out. Nope, that's gloved down again. Now it's chipped out by Rowan. Stars transition. That's an offside entry, but the ref's seeing it the other way. He gave it to him. Has a guy streaking down the left-hand side, unable to get it to him. Another centering pass, shot wide of the net. Wow. Kings letting the Stars walk down the slot all alone. Another centering attempt, but broken up by Panamino, pushed out to the corner. So again, Kings pinned in their own end. Traffic along the wall. They were able to not chip it out. Held in by the Stars. Rowan comes back in. Again, just stuck back in. Panamino drives it over to Bocherov. He goes high off the glass, and that's going to go for icing, so it's going to come right back into the Kings zone. I got to fix this here. Hold on a second. All right, that's a lot better. Face off to the right of Lamberti. Pass misses Baker's stick. Dean in on the check. Rafalski cuts that off. Modry drives it up to Bocherov.
Not to the point.
That's held in by the Stars. The guy is streaking right through the slot, almost tipped it. Coffin gets it and drives it up. That comes out and back in, and this time the referee saw it the way I did.
These guys, pass it back to the point.
I'm out of breath already.
Hope you had your coffee
It's red. His,
or your cocaine.
yeah.
Puck works its way over to Bocherov. Bocherov gives it over to Modry. Modry headman passes to Scarborough. Scarborough with the zone entry, dump into the right-hand corner, works its way over to the far side. Ebbett picks it up there, cycles it back into the corner to Scarborough. He works through some traffic, works up the wall, drives it back to Modry. He steps off the wall, gets it over to Bocherov. Bocherov with a clean lane to shoot. It gets deflected. Modry picks it up, drives it into the corner, down to Scarborough. Scarborough fighting through some pressure. Ida works up the wall, gets it over to Bocherov. Bocherov again winds up blast, and off the stick check by the Stars forward, gets deflected up over the net and over the glass into the netting. And that requires a stoppage of play. Face-off coming to the left of the Stars goalie.
Are you going to sit and watch? I'm going to vote.
Falski's line out. He pushes it forward. Coffin overskates the puck. Stars able to skate it out of the zone. They gain the red line, drive it into the King zone. Tui back. Somebody scored on the other rink. King's unable to kill it, drive it out of the zone again. Rafalski with it. Chipped into the corner. Abbott chips it over. Coffin's going to pick it up on the wall and drive it up the wall and not out. Now it's chipped out of the zone. Stars regroup in the neutral zone. Transition right back. Off a Coffin stick. Dean tried working through and got tangled up with the Stars player. No penalty, thank goodness. Stars stretch pass. Baker comes in, chips it off the puck carrier's stick, holds it in the zone. Drives it into the corner. Rafalski with it down there in the corner. It's a blind corner there. Stars, Kings, 3-3. Rafalski gets it to Dean. Dean works through the traffic, protects the puck, puts it behind the net. Rafalski comes in to help him out. Rafalski working for it. He has some options, centering attempt, nobody there. Comes back to Tui. Tui winds up and blasts, gets in on goal, kick to the side. Dean's got Baker looking for position. Tui again wraps it and makes its way in on net. Baker comes in with the hit on.
Get back.
Stars person. Carvallis comes all the way back, picks up the loose puck. Great back check there to prevent a 2-on-1. Carvallis jumps on the loose puck, gets it over to Baker. Baker's clearing attempt, blocked. Baker gave it right to the Stars guy in the circle, and the Stars guy made no mistake, went underneath the crossbar, and they take a 2-1 lead. Is that 4:04 or 9:04? 4:04 left in the first period. Ida pushes the puck forward. Stars regroup in their own end. They chip it up, come near side here, gain the red line, drive it into the zone. Panamino picks it up, drives it right back up the near side wall, comes off a stanchion but not out, held in by the Stars like they've been doing so well. Quick transition through the slot. Ebbett's able to chip it up and out into the neutral zone.
Take it.
Ida with the forecheck. Almost knocked the puck off. Stars drive it right back into the King zone. Cut off by Lamberti. Lamberti gives it right to the Stars player who had a guy right in the slot. We're lucky it's not 3-1. Kings are definitely making it more difficult on themselves here. Wow, another centering attempt just redirected wide. We need to get out of this first period, regroup. Another centering attempt, just out of the reach of the awaiting Star in the slot. Another turnover right there. Ida's able to backhand it up out of the zone. Panamino picks it up. He turns around, sends it in, and hit a Star player, so no icing. They drive it right back behind their own net. Stars picking up the near side wall. That was some pressure right here underneath us. Stars gain the red line, drive it right back into the King zone. Bocharov picks it up. And puck works its way out into the neutral zone. Stars go high off the glass. Glove down to the stick by Modry. Back to Bocharov. Bocharov circles back behind his own net. Transitions over to Modry. Modry up the wall. That's knocked down by the Stars forecheckers. They're able to drop it out back. They drop it back down to the half wall. Cross ice pass. That got broken up briefly, but Stars still with it in the King's end. Dean's able to skate it out. He gains the red line, drives it into the Stars zone. Not a lot of time being spent down on this end. Baker off the bench, comes off of his skate, so there's no icing on that. Modry chips it along the wall. Rowan comes in, picks it up. He backhands it over to the near side corner. Bocharov met with some pressure. He gets the wheel spin and chips it up to Baker. Into his feet, he chips it up and out into the neutral zone. Back in on the forecheck. Stars quickly transition right back through the neutral zone into the King's end. Rowan goes right back up the wall through traffic. Bocharov picks it up. He's fighting through hooks. No call. Bocharov drive, stick deflection wide of the net again. Baker in with the stick check. Rowan nicely holds his own, gets it over to Carvallis, and just out of his reach, Carvallis battling for possession over there. Stars come away with it. Tui steps up, gets the wheel spinning. He's got Pack with him, drops it over to Pack. He pulls up on the wall, gets it back to Baker. Baker makes a move, gets it down into the corner to Pack. Pack goes up high, slot, and Carvallis unable to handle it. Trickles over his stick and back out into the neutral zone. Stretch pass, misses Ida, goes into the Stars zone. Abbott gloves it down to his stick, gets the wheel spinning, cuts into the zone, down the right wing, into the corner, centering attempt, gets it over to Pack, and it finds its way back in. Pack fanned on it, but it's still directed towards the net, and somehow trickled in past the goaltender. And we have a 2-2 game at the 21.8 second mark. The Kings tie it late in the first period on a lucky bounce here, and we'll take it. We need it right now. Ida steps in, he pulls it back to Panamino. Panamino gains the red line, drives it in from the red line, in on net. A little bit of a rebound, Stars pick it up. Nice stretch pass, held in by Dolan, and deflected up and out. 8.9 seconds left. Faceoff's going to happen down there just to the right of the Stars goalie. Abbott steps into it, one back to Dolan. He's unable to hold the line. Hits it over to Panamino. He backhands it up the wall. And that should just about do it. That was a long 8 seconds. Baker. All right, second period. Stars moving up the far side wall. Dolan back to pick it up. Gets his stick lifted. Ida comes in to help him out. Stars come away with it. Held in like they've been doing. Some more of this. Ida comes in with the body. Or Panamino, sorry. Stars still with it in the King zone. Dolan tried to clear it out, came off of his stick, landed on the half wall, back down into the corner. Panamino broke up the centering attempt, thank goodness. Shot deflected off of Ebbett's stick and into the netting.
It's into the bullpen.
Hopefully we spend some time down in this zone.
Oh my God. Sandy must have heard it. It's just a bunch of 14-year-olds at the top of this ball.
15-12 left in the second period, just getting underway here. Second period, Stars win the face-off. They go D to D, comes out of the zone. Pack on the pressure. Big comes in to help him out. He chips it up and out, and that goes into the benches. So, face-off coming all the way down in the zone on that? Interesting. How's it all the way down in our zone for that? Obviously, I'm looking to get out of our zone now, so might be a little bias there. Puck comes back, Stars drive it into the corner. Bocherov back to pick it up there, fights through some pressure. Baker picks it up on the wall, drives it up to Modry. Modry gets it up to Pack. Pack centering attempt to Rowan, comes off of the Dallas Stars stick. Pack skates into it in the corner. He spins away from pressure, loses an edge. Rowan picks it up. Baker spins away from him, trying to open up some options. Back down to Pack in the corner. Baker comes in, trying to pick it up. He comes away with it. Works his way behind the net. Gets it back to Modry. Modry winds up. Shot blocked off a defenseman's skate and clear it out. King's got to get out of the zone. Pack's got it. He works through. He's got Baker, but 2-on-2. Backhands it in on goal. And the goaltender put the stop to that. Says, I'm not used to this action down here. Better put a stop to it. The other ring, somebody's scored. We got a dad that beats on the glass. We got a glass beater over on the other side. You must have not watched that USA hockey commercial. Rafalski with it. Had the top corner labeled, but a glove save by the Stars goalie. Rafalski steps in. He's battling for it. Coffin tries to drive it towards the net, deflects back to the half wall. Coffin with it in the corner. He's battling for possession. Dean comes in for some support. Corvallis on the back end. In case it comes loose. Corvallis pinches the wall. Battle along the half wall. Dean comes away with it. He chips it over, but deflected out of the zone. Tui chips it back in. Kings got a touch up. Kings go for a change. Dallas Stars miss their connection. Corvallis picks it up in the neutral zone. Drives it over to his partner, Tui. Tui gets a wheel spin. Headman pass. Chipped into the zone. Evan on chase into the corner. Evan, nice forecheck. Just out of the reach. Stars transition up the near side wall here. And out. Back into the Kings zone. Tui back to pick it up. He leaves it for Corvallis. Corvallis sends it up the wall. Abbott chips it up. Ida's gonna 2-on-1's gonna develop. Ida cuts in. Wow! What a nice backhand pass by Ida. Hits Scarborough on the right side, and the Kings have a 3-2 lead. Nice play.
Burst of speed.
Ida pulls it back. Looks like the Kings have settled things down. Panamino with the drive just wide of the net. Puck finds its way over in the near side or far side corner. Ida skates in. Wow! He had Ebbett all alone, and Ebbett redirected it just wide of the net, or it was deflected wide, one or the other. Anyways, nice little play. Didn't get a good result though. Or at least not the result we would hope for. Lamberti leaves it behind the net for a Star, but Panamino comes in, breaks that up. Backhanded up the wall, held in by the Stars. Panamino corrals it, gets it up to Rowan. Rowan gains the red line. Down the right side, drops it for Ebbett. Ebbett drives it right back down to Rowan, off his rear, into the corner. Back in on the forward check. Bocharov tries to hold it in.
Oh, nice.
Rowan comes in with some pressure. Stars with it down the left wing. Center attempt, in on goal actually. Baker comes in, chips it up off the wall, hits a stanchion, stays in. But Modry gets it up to Pack. Pack gives it right back to Modry. Modry goes wide down the right side into the corner. Baker picks it up on the half wall, drives it down to Modry, hops over his stick. Rowan circles back, holds it in. Drives it into the corner. Pack down there. They reverse it back up the wall, but Baker's there. He's got some pressure. Stars come away with it. Held in by Modry, though. Driven back into the corner. Pack's going to get in there behind the net. Leaves it for Baker. Baker's got it out. He transitions it out to Rowan. Rowan shot. Save. Another backhand shot from Baker and saved by this Stars goaltender. So the Kings are starting to get some scoring opportunities. Spending some time down in this end. Like I suggested.
That's a good suggestion.
Well, you can't go wrong there, right? High percentages. Only high percentage suggestions from me. Jeez. Stars able to skate it out. They drive it into the King zone. Corvallis back to pick it up. He's met with some pressure, circles away from that. Gets the wheel spinning, circles back into the corner, drives it over to Tui. Tui picks it off the wall, sends it up. That's cut off by the Stars. Coffin's there, tries to send it out, deflected off of Stars, back into the far side corner. Corvallis drives it over to Tui. Tui's met with some pressure. Stars have a good forecheck going. An offensive zone pressure, but Kings are able to get it up and out. Dean in on the forecheck ourselves. Coffin follows up on the back end. Rafalski there, but the puck gets pushed out into the neutral zone. Must have came out of play. We have a stoppage of that happening. 10:15 left in the second period. 3-2. All right, had to make an adjustment here. Puck continues on in the King zone. Say it to, wow, holy cow. The guy tried passing, it came off the side of the net, came right back to him. He got a nice little shot on Lamberti. Lamberti comes up with a big glove save. He just circles back to the puck. He drives up the wall to Scarborough. Comes out. Stars drive it right back in. Dolan back to the near side corner to pick it up. He sends it up the wall. That's held in by the Stars. Or actually came out. They had to touch up. Back into the corner. Dolan picks it up. Dolan gets a stick lifted. Stars take the puck. Drive it up the far side wall. Held in. Back in, D to D pass, down half wall, deflected just wide of the net off of Ebbets' stick. Ebbets looking for the stretch pass. Ida picks it up. 3-on-2 is going to develop, or Scarborough does. Shot, low pad save by the Stars goaltender. Ida drives it into the corner. Nice little low shot by Scarborough, screaming down the wing. Stars transition out. Was that autofocus issue? These obstructions. Stars drive it back into the King zone. Modry back to pick it up. Headman pass comes off a Rowan stick. Comes back to Rowan. Rowan sends it wide. Baker's going to pick it up on the wall. Drives it down to Rowan. Gets knifed off his stick. Pat tried to get it right back, backhanded out to Baker, come off the stick and sent back down the wall. Comes off. Boudreau's going to hold it in. He's going to make a move. Gets knifed off of his stick, though, and out of the zone now. Baker picks it up. He fans on his clearing attempt. Boudreau waits for Pack and Rowan to get on sides.
I already did. Thank you. When is the draw? Tomorrow or today?
Boudreau picks it up on the red line, drives it right back in. Baker can then pick it up on the left wing. Pat comes in to help him out. Comes off a stanchion. Modry back to pick it up in the King zone. Drives it up the wall on the backhand, just out of Rafalski's reach. Gets deflected high into the air, but comes right back down. Ida's going to pick it up. He's going to cut in. Rafalski was looking for it. Ida circles back around, drives it right back behind the net. Stars drive it right back up the wall. Dean holds that in. Comes back out to Modry. Modry quickly moves it up to Ebbett. Comes off of his stick, or skate. Goes back in, gets shoved back in. Kings drive it right back in on the Stars goalie. He pushes it out to the side. Up the wall. Clearing attempt. Gets through. Tui transitions it right back. Ebbett picks it up in the neutral zone. Re-enters down the right wing into the corner. Backhand attempt out to Dean. And what do we have?
Net.
Net came off. .6:49 left in the second period. Stars get kicked out. Ida steps in. Puck makes its way to the side of the goalie. Scarborough battling for possession with it. Behind the puck, gets it over to Ida. Comes off of his stick, but it comes right back to his feet. Stars able to transition it up the zone. Held in nicely by two. He jumps up in the air, holds it down, gloves it down to his stick, gets it down to Ebbett. Comes off of his stick, works its way back to Ida. Ida pushes it back to the wall. Centering attempt, nobody there. Picked up by Carvallis. He shoots it, comes off the goal. Back over to Ida. Great puck movement by the Kings. Ida gets it. Ow, another point-blank shot saved by the Stars goalie. He hit Carvallis on the side. Comes back to Scarborough. Carvallis down low. Carvallis comes away with it nicely. He's circling through pressure, loses an edge. Rowan comes in to help him out. Sends it out. Over to Toohey. Toohey drives, and it's deflected, saved wide. Kings with all kinds of scoring opportunities going on right now. Scarborough with it down the right wing. Has Rowan drive it down the slot. No rebound. Stars driving up the far side wall. And all the way down. That's going to be icing. Face-off coming back into the Stars zone. 5:28 left in the second period. Rowan steps in. Gets it back to Panamino with the drive wide of the net. Dolan holds it in. Baker comes back, picks up his spot, drives it down to Rowan. Rowan tried to feed it over to Pack, but that gets broken up. What happened? Is it the net again? Seriously? Oh no, too much pressure. Let me kick it off. I know it's happening both sides, so. Rowan steps back in, gets it over to Baker. Baker gives it back to Panamino. Panamino with the pressure comes right back to Baker, chips it down to Rowan, hops over his stick, but comes off the wall. Rowan drives it back into the far side corner. Nobody there. Stars are able to send it up and out. Dolan picks it up, drives it right back up to Baker. He chips it into the zone. Baker with the stick lift. Rowan. Baker tries to drive it down. Oh, wow, are you kidding me? Wow. I don't know about that one. Baker gets called on the trip. Looked more like a lost edge to me, but I'm his dad, so you know.
Only slightly.
Big penalty kill from the Kings coming up. Ebbett drives it into the Stars zone. Scarborough assesses the situation. Stars drive it up the far side wall. Into the Kings zone. Around. In. Big save. Cleared out.
Go get it, go get it.
Lamberti made the save, and then Scarborough was able to clear it out. Scarborough with the stick check. Nice back check. Again. Watch out, the guy might lose an edge. Will be two-man down. Stars with it. They get in behind the D again. They come in. Wow, it deflected. Stars get a bounce. So the initial save was made by Lamberti, and then it deflected off the defender. I don't know who that was, but it deflected off of our guy into the net. So it's a 3-3 game again. So Rowan steps in on the faceoff.
Get it back, guys. Come on.
Carvallis picks up the puck out of out of the traffic, steps in, shot, blocker save, picked up by Baker. He chips it into the corner. Stars are there to pick it up, drive it up and out. Rowan picks up the loose puck, chips it back into the far side corner. Held in by Toohey, turned around, shot, wide of the net. Baker chips it down low.
That's it.
Pack picks it up. Puck works its way on the far side wall. Tui chips it back into the corner. They give it right to Baker. Baker chips it right back down. Stars able to pick it up. Back into the King zone. Carvallis there to pick it up. He chips it up the wall. Baker picks it up, absorbs a hit, continues on. Pack drives it up to Rowan. Rowan's got Tui. Rowan, centering attempt, held on to it way too long. Got stick checked off of his stick. Stars go the other way. Stars with it behind the net. Back up top. Cross to the D. Shot deflected wide. Ebbett picks it up. Rafalski with it, comes off, gets it over to Tui. Tui stretch pass off the wall, out of the zone. Stars with it behind their own net. Stretch pass. Moji steps up on the receiver. Puck goes the entire length. Botrov back to pick it up. He circles it back to Moji. Moji back to Abbott up the wall. Rafalski spins away from pressure. Comes off of Moji's stick.
He's got to skate faster.
Stars are able to drive it right back in.
It could be a trick. No?
Rafalski picks it up. He drives it up. Stars back to their D. Back down to the half wall. Into the corner. Back up to their D. D to D. Winds up, shot, save Lamberti. 1:51 left in the game. He just steps in on the face-off. Stars wrapping around. Down to Panamino. He's met with some pressure, gets it over to Dolan. Dolan fans on the up the wall attempt. Baker comes down to help him out. He sends it up the wall. It's tripped up. Stars driving over the far side. Shot, deflected, wide. Panamino comes down with some pressure. Ida comes down, picks up the puck. He's got it over to Baker, comes off of his sticks. Stars driving right back into the King zone.
Come on, guys.
Stars centering attempt. Wow! What a center! What a chance! Lamberti with the big save. Kings are just sitting around watching right now. Stars come off the wall. Baker poke checks that off in the stick. Scarborough tries to get it up. Baker chips it out of the zone. Baker stops on the forecheck for whatever reason. Stars able to keep going. Down into the corner. Back into the King zone. Stars with it. 38 seconds left. Cross-ice pass. Big deflection. Save. By Lamberti. 31.5 seconds left in the game. Rowan steps in on the faceoff, pushes it forward. Held in by the Stars, driven into the corner. They drive it right back up the wall. Met with some pressure by Rowan on the half wall. Stars trying to cut off the wall, picked up by Tui. He chips it up off the wall. And it just out of Ebbett's reach, but Ebbett's going to get there first on the forecheck. Chips it up the wall to Pack. Pack! Centering attempt to the side of the net. It's Ebbett gets it out. Just out of the reach of the guy in the slot. Tui drives it back down low. And wow, that would have been nice to get a late one there and go into the locker room after the second period, but We have a tie 3-3 hockey game. Ice cut coming up. Scarborough on the right wing, Evan on the left. Carvallis and Tui on the back end. Stars circle out of their own end. Headman pass chipping into the King zone. Carvallis picks it up. He's met with some pressure in the far side corner. Carvallis chips up the wall. Ida drives it back behind the net. Tui backhands it out center, but he comes back and recovers. Breaks up the shot opportunity. Scarborough comes in down the right wing. Center, it's a big rebound. And unable to corral it was Tui on the rush.
It's a good back check.
Comes back to him. Battle for it right in front of the Kings bench. Stars come away with it. Centering attempt gets through. Circles back around. Pushed back into the near side corner. Back to the D. Wow, a little deflection. Olin drives it up the wall. Cross ice pass. Comes off the wall. Scarborough blows it down. Backhands it into the zone. Rowan in on the forecheck. Pack in with some pressure. Puck drives around near side here. Panamino holds it in. Shot wide of the net.
Oh no.
Driven down. Up, pushed out. Into the neutral zone. Panamino with some pressure. It's over. Comes all the way in on Lamberti. He puts the glove on it real quick. Which one of these is mine?
The full one. It's always the full one.
I know.
It's always the full one.
Face off to the left of Lamberti. Rowan steps in. Pushes it up the wall. Stars drive it right back down. Panamino clears it out. Pack in on the forecheck. Rowan picks it up there in the neutral zone. Baker circles back at the red line. Kick forward. The Stars come away with it. Over here to the near side. Stars able to drive it back into the Kings zone. Modry back to pick it up. He drives up the wall to Baker. Baker cross ice pass, hits Pack. Pack crosses the red line. Makes a move. Gets behind, but then punched off the puck. Continues on. Finds himself into the corner. Gets it back to Modry. Modry drives it right back down to Pack in the corner. Rowan comes in and helps him out. Modry drives it over. Big drive just wide of the net. Comes around near side here. Modry pinches down. Puck comes off the wall. Otroff back to pick it up. Otroff gets the wheels spinning. Cuts into the zone. Drives it over to Rafalski. Rafalski shot wide of the net. Picked up by Botrov. Botroff's centering attempt, I think, comes right back to him. He circles back down into the wall. Comes off of Dean's stick. Driven back into by Botrov. Ebbett in on the forecheck. Cycled into the corner by the Stars. Driven up the wall and cleared out. Comes off of Carvallis' stick to a Stars player. Dean comes in with some pressure on the entry. Tui comes in behind the net, cuts off the puck rusher. Rafalski and Tui battling for it in the corner. Stars peel it off the wall. Comes back, Dean's got it on the wall, chipped into the corner. Rafalski, he moves it up, hits Ebbett. Ebbett's got in behind the Dallas D. It gets interfered with, no call. Holy cow. I mean, seriously. How do you not make that? Abbott gets in all alone, gets hauled down from behind, and then the ref's over there talking to the coach. Hey, you owe me one. Puck moves up the near side wall here. Centering attempt. Stars cross the red line into the King zone. Shot blocked. Coffin comes in, knocks the puck carrier off the puck. Another shot deflected over the pad of Lamberti with the save. Comes back, Dolan battling for it. Stars in with some pressure. Stars come away with it, center any attempt. Chipped into the corner. Panamino comes in. Botrov comes in, picks up the loose puck, drives it up to Scarborough. Scarborough turned it over to the Stars player there. They chip it right back in. Dolan back, gets hit with some pressure. Puck comes off of his stick. Stars jump on the loose puck, center attempt. Another shot. Stick save by Lamberti, high over the glass into the netting.
Great forechecking team.
Stars with a quick shot, save Lamberti. Modry picks it up, sends it up the wall, but not out. Picked up, another shot, another save by Lamberti. Near side wall, Botrov this time clears it up and out. That was touch, so no icing being called. The Stars goalie puts a glove over it. Rowan steps in, pushes the puck forward. Stars jump on it. They drive it up the wall here. Comes off the wall. Stars with it on the rush. Down the left wing, poked off of the puck carrier stick by Rowan. Pushed into the far side corner. Stars center attempt, broken up by Botrov. Baker pushes it up to Pack. Pack gets a wheel spin and gains the red line, drives it into the Stars zone. Cut off by the Stars goaltender. Moved out of the zone quickly. Modry with it, gets it over to Botrov. He regains the red line, drives it in on net. Deflected into the left-hand side, picked up by the Stars, driven up the wall. Stars re-entry into the King zone. Shot, big rebound. Botrov sends it up. Carvallis on the rush. Pack picks it up. He gets met with pressure at the red line. Backhands it in the zone. Baker's going to jump on the loose puck. Sends it inside of the net. Wraps around the wall and out. Carvallis with some disruption. Comes back to Tui. Tui backhands it up the wall and chipped out of the zone by Coffin. Dean in on the forecheck. He gets interfered with. And of course, no call. Stars chipping in the zone. Down the left wing, into the corner. Circling, looking for something to set up in the slot. They peel back into the corner. Tui battling for possession. Up the wall. Stars shot it about 2 feet wide. Wrapped around near side wall or far side wall. Carvallis picks it up. Sends it up to Dean, and that comes off the wall, and it's going to go all the entire length of the ice for icing. So we got 9:30 left in the game. 3-3 hockey game. He is getting tossed out of the face-off dot. Stars with it, regroup in the neutral zone, gain the red line, drive it right back into the King zone. Botrov picks it up there, backhands it out. Stars drive it right back in, touch up. Modry drives it up the wall to Evan. He chips it off the wall to Ida. Ida gets a wheel spin and down the slot, shot, big rebound, cleared out by the Stars, pushed back behind the net. Scarborough's got it, comes back to Ida. Ida circles away from pressure, loses the puck. Stars able to skate it out. Botrov meets some pressure at the red line. Stars continue on into the King zone, comes back out. Botrov is going to have a 2-on-2 develop, but then a back-checking Star makes it 3-on-2. Botrov gets pushed into the corner. He cycles it back down to Rowan. Wow! Nice backhand pass over to Modry, and Modry shoots it wide, or gets deflected. Did that get deflected up into the netting?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a blocker save? So the Stars goalie came over and had a blocker save on that. Rowan steps in on the faceoff. Pushes it over to Baker. Baker chips it into the corner. Puck moves around near side here. Pat cuts that off. Rowan comes in to help him out. Baker comes in to help him out. Stars come away with it. Able to transition it out. 2-on-2. Down the left wing. Pulls up. Oh, they found a guy on the right side. Big rebound. Clear it out. Stars regroup in the neutral zone. That's broken up on the entry, but then Stars able to corral it. Shot. Glove save by Lamberti. Kings are playing with fire.
Yeah, but
What happens when you play with fire?
would be more appropriate as a San Jose shirt.
Tui circles back around, drives it over far side wall. Often unable to get to it, and it gets deflected up into the netting.
Oh no, no, see, oh no.
Dean chips it over to Carvallis. Carvallis gets it over to his partner Tui. Stretch pass way ahead, and out in front. That goes for icing. So face-off coming back into the Kings' end. We do want the action to take place in that zone this time. As much as I like seeing the incredible saves Lamberti and Avakia make, and Lamberti in this game, I would much rather see the action down there. Puck out of play. Face off coming to the left of Lamberti now. Shot. Deflected wide of the net. Transition back out to the circle. Carvallis picks it up. He gets knocked off. Evan gets it up to Scarborough. Scarborough cuts through the zone down the right wing. Shot. A little bit of a rebound. And then covered up. Rafalski steps in, pushed into the corner, driven up the wall. Botrov holds it in briefly, stretch pass, 2-on-1 develops. Modry breaks out up nicely, another one, wow! Botrov down, another clearing attempt. Botrov sends it up the wall to Dean. You guys. Rafalski headman pass out in front of Coffin. Botrov drives up the wall here to Dean. Dallas holds it in. Dean able to knife it out into the slot. Dallas right back into the Kings zone. Rafalski picks it up, skates across the red line into the Dallas zone. Dean cuts around one guy, gets beat by the, gets knocked off by the next guy. Botrov's drive just left of the net. Baker with some pressure on the zone, but the puck comes out. Dallas in on the rush of the Kings zone again. Another shot blocked by Bocherov. Sends it up to Dean. Dean looked the other way. That puck passed on the left side, and that gets called for icing.
You gotta open your eyes.
Face-off coming back to the right of Lamberti. Dallas taking the time on the change. 5:56 left in the game.
I love them. They're so smart.
Stretch pass cut off by the Stars, sent right back in.
But what side are we playing on?
Of course, Stars get there first. Centering attempt broken up by Panamino. Baker comes in, centers it out to Pack. Pack's got some speed going, makes a move, gets around one guy, pulls up on the half wall. Shot blocked, didn't make its way in on net. Driven over the near side wall here. Panamino with pressure, gets it over to Pack, comes off of his stick into the corner. Pack gets hit from behind. Hey, Jeff. I know.
We're gonna give it 2 and 10 though.
We gotta make sure we get all that on
He
video.
went on the back and he went high too.
So Pack gets hit from behind.
That'd be my first.
King's gonna get a power play. So that's just a roughing. Oh, I mean, are you kidding me? A hit from behind is just a roughing.
It's high too.
So 5:20. That's ridiculous. Baker with it. He drives it up to Modry. Modry up to Carvallis. Back down to Modry. Over to Bocherov. Bocherov cuts it into the slot. Comes off of his stick. Carvallis picks it up. Shot. Blocker save into the corner. Bocherov picks it up on the half wall. Chips it over to Baker. Baker down into Ida in the corner. Ida over to Modry. Modry shot blocked. To Carvallis. Carvallis back down to Modry. To Baker. Baker shot blocked. Gets it over to Modry. Shot. Deflected over the net and into the netting. 4:44 left. 1:24 left in the roughing call. Ida steps in on the face-off. He pulls it back. Modry gets it, drives it back to Carvallis. Quickly over to Bocherov. Bocherov down to Baker in the corner. Comes out in front of him. Leaves it for Ida. Ida gets it over to Bocherov. Back to Ida. Centering attempt. Gets deflects behind the net. Baker picks it up. Gets it over to Modry. Modry over to Ida on the back door. He gets stick checked. Bocherov back to Carvallis. Carvallis down to Bocherov. Bocherov, Baker calling for it in the slot. He comes back to Carvallis. That gets chipped out of the zone.
Look at this.
Stars able to send it in. Headman pass to Bocherov. Bocherov with some speed into the corner. Carvallis able to glove it down to Modry. They don't get called for a hand pass. Stars drive it right back up the wall. Carvallis unable to hold it in. He drives it over to Ebbett. Kings get on side. 24 seconds left. He drops it for Rowan. Rowan steps up the wall. Ida with the drive. Big rebound just out of Ebbett's reach. Tui picks it up. Drives it down to Ebbett. He leaves it for Ida. Ida goes right back up to Ebbett. Ebbett sending it. Oh, backdoor. Bocherov with the drive. Another drive just wide. Rowan tried to get it to Ida. Tui steps into it. Penalty's over. Even strength. Rowan with the centering attempt and cleared out of harm's way. Tui's got it in the neutral zone. Ebbett chips it in. That's cleared right back out. Tui picks it up. Wow, got hit through the neutral zone on the red line. Tui picks it up. He circles away from pressure. Sends it up to Rowan. Rowan gains the red line, drives it in deep. The Stars goalie cuts that off behind the net, drives it up the far side wall, and Stars are able to exit the zone. Panamino with some pressure on the puck carrier. Stars with it behind the Kings net. Carvallis comes in, drives up the wall. Rowan comes in, backhands it up but not out. Panamino picks it up, drives it over to Carvallis. Carvallis chips up the wall to Rowan. Rowan's able to finish getting it out. Stars pick it up on the neutral zone, drive it in, but that's offsides. 2:15 left in the game. Unless no one scores.
Not saying that. We'll score.
Ida steps in. Stars pull it back. Stars with it on the zone entry. Drop pass. Shot deflected. Baker picks it up. Turns around, sends it up to Scarborough. Scarborough's got Edith streaking with him. He's got Bocho streaking with him too. Centering attempt. Baker gets it back to Carvallis. Carvallis with the drive. Wide.
Watch out, watch out.
And that's going to be icing. 1:44 left in the
You
game.
guys have to have a time. Give him a rest. Surprised.
Kings call timeout. Some people rested. Mike Dean called that. Have we even looked at the tie scenario?
Yeah, we'd have to win.
We have to win in regulation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we do?
So, something to do with the goal differential.
Oh.
That's what they were saying earlier.
So a tie, we're out?
Well, I think so. That's what somebody said.
Oh.
I mean, even if we win in overtime, it's
Yeah. Ida drives up the wall. Stars gain the zone. Down the left wing. Center attempt. Broken up by Botrov. Pushed into the corner. Stars with it in the left-hand corner. Center attempt. Wow, out. Big save by Lamberti. Cleared out. Botrov picks it up. He drives it over to Evan. That gets poked out of his way.
Odd man rush.
114, 3-on-2. Centering attempt. Works its way near side here. Stars push it back. That hits the net. They pull it out. Lamberti puts a glove over it. .102 left in the game. Rowan sends it up the wall. Held in by the Stars. Wow. Back and forth in the slot. Sent down just wide. Stars with it. Wow. Centering attempt. Comes back. Shot. Into the corner. Panamino picks it up. Gets the wheel spinning. Not out. Shot. Pad save. Picked up by Tui. Tui pushes it up the wall.
Look at this.
Not out. Down low. Scores. Look at all the ducks over there jumping for glee. So we are 4-3, 31 seconds left. Lamberti went for the poke check, opened up, left a little bit of the 5-hole, and Stars were able to find that opening.
So that was a score?
What's your score?
So Scarborough drives it up, open net for the Kings. Kings have the goalie pulled, sends it down to Ida. Ida gets it over to Scarborough. Scarborough's shot wide of the net. Wow! How does that happen? So 19 seconds left. Botruf going to the box. Of course, everything's even.
No, they just put 2. They're putting 2 of those guys in.
Yeah. And they're about to start moving. Our boys are just taking so long because they couldn't find the locker room. One on each side.
How's that work?
Outside?
And it comes out. Puck gets pushed forward. Panamino drives it in deep. Into the corner. Carvallis holds it in. Walks it down the wall. Mike. Up the corner and out. Tui stops that out, and that should be it. So the Stars win the barn burner here. Kings did everything they could do to beat themselves, and that's the result.
But the truth is, the game wasn't even as close as the score.
No.
Typing for my liking.
What time do we get out of here then? What game's that put us in?
I think the 10 o'clock game.
Oh, perfect. All right, means we get to leave early. So we get to leave early.